Donut Mom, another terrible TikTok mother by QE Tapes. Yo, what's going on? If you know, you know. We're back on the flow, and here we go. And in today's video, we're reacting to this mom known as Donut Mom, who I've been seeing getting a lot of heat on TikTok recently because of the fact that she looks like she doesn't care and she gives her kids unhealthy meals. And I wanted to see it for myself. So what better way to do it than watch a complete video on it?
Alexandria Sobel, better known as Donut Mom, would gain that title in 2023 when she would go viral for feeding her 1-year-old nothing but a couple of donuts and some applesauce for breakfast.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see how she doesn't care. I mean, just throwing plates down. She looks like half awake, hair not done. But that then again, that's just being a mom, bro. I feel like that's just one of the parts is you kind of just gotta be kids before anything else. Okay, she's just putting some donuts on a plate, cuts them up. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My mom used to do the same kind of thing. She used to, well, she wouldn't do this. She'd be like, here's a bag of donuts. Don't eat them all. All right. If you eat them all, I'm gonna ground you. All right. So don't eat them all. Okay.
This post would spark fierce criticism from the wider internet, especially after discovering more of her content. The more you watch, the more you begin to realize just how bad things are. There are heaps of clothes and
Okay.
junk around the house, bits of
Yeah.
rotten food and
Okay.
slop scattered around the kitchen, and of course, the various insects that come with that.
I have seen this a lot about her having dirty houses and bugs and everything. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I do try and bro, she's just trying as hard as she can, but you gotta clean. And if you can't clean, hire someone to do it. Just get your house clean because there's so many diseases, bro. You don't want your kids catching it, passing it on to other kids, to other siblings. With the meals, I kind of understand it because, you're trying to just do whatever you can to get your kids some meals, but, I kind of understand it. Kind of makes sense.
People were also critical of Alex's attitude. They felt
Yeah.
that she couldn't care less about her children's meals, and it's pretty easy to see how they thought that because in the majority of her videos, she is a self-described
Yeah.
lazy mom.
And the thing is, bro, she's probably coming off of like an 8 to 12 hour shift trying to get any money she can for the dang kids. Because I honestly, I have no idea if she has a husband or, what she does for work, but I mean, it literally looks like she's coming home after a long shift trying to get any type of money for her bills and her kids. She looks like the type of mom that, if the mom she wants something, but the kids want something, so she gets the kids something. That's just what she looks like. I'm not sure if she's actually like that. But yeah, she definitely needs to clean her house up. But the thing is, bro, I understand this, bro. But the reason I think she looks like it doesn't care is because she's probably coming off of a 12-hour shift and is just tired trying to get the kids some food and just trying to get as much shot as she can.
Cooking for the undeserving.
Like this just looks like meatloaf to me. I saw Joe say something about this being like looking disgusting. This just looks like meatloaf to me, but I'm not sure. And these aren't like lazy meals either. Like this meal doesn't look lazy. She got all these ingredients and she's just making whatever. Like she's just making something easy, bro. I didn't come from a dirty household, but I came from a household where struggle meals were on feet, bro. I came from a I came from a place where, bro, struggle meals were like big, bro. It was we didn't really get like I got meals that my mom actually would put time into, but like on regular day to day, bro, it was struggle meals. It was stuff like this kind of stuff to make sure she had enough energy to get to work and we had enough energy to get to school, basically. And our stomachs were full. Yeah, her house is definitely dirty. She definitely needs to pick that up. But this is not like a lazy meal at all. This looks like a nice, you know, I wouldn't say struggle meal, really. Like, this just looks like a good meal. And it does sound like she has a husband. She got a ring light in the background. Yeah, little cleaning
People
wouldn't hurt
were
nothing.
also extremely critical of the amount that she was feeding her children, along with some of the stuff they were being fed. Alex has posted many videos returning home with stacks on stacks of pizzas or bags full of Mexican food.
Kids don't get pizza very
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
often. So
But this is also something else my mom does. She still kind of does it to this day. You know, like, oh, we got nothing to cook. Husband probably not. My dad's probably not cooking anything yet. I'm just gonna get him simple and get some pizza. You know, it's like it's not crazy. This is not crazy.
so
The only thing crazy I've
figured
seen
I'd
is her
do a
house.
fun
Needs to be
treat, give him
cleaned.
some
But
pizza,
giving her meals like this,
give him
getting
a
meals like
break from
this,
all the
two
home
slices,
cooking.
2 slices ain't bad. Yeah, 2 slices.
I also always have to make sure they have fresh fruit.
Okay.
Couple
This is
times a
another
day.
thing. You don't
It's
you
just
get this is
important to me.
it's not really fresh fruit. You know, it's something you get energy off of. See, my mom would
I
just be
give
like,
them
eat some
some
damn pizza and have it call
warm,
it. She wouldn't
fresh
really do nothing like this, but this
oranges.
is just because that's not a fruit. That's a candy. That's a dessert.
That's their
But
food.
that
7-year-old.
she literally looks like she just got off of like whatever job she does. She's still dressed up in the outfit she probably went to work in. Swung by like a Papa John's or something, got some pizza and was like, yeah, I'm gonna get these kids this because I don't have enough energy to
A
cook.
5-year-old. Okay.
A nice little treat to give their kids, you know. My mom used to do this all the time for me. She used to, you know, if she saw I was having a bad day or something, she'd be like, you want a sweet? This is
I'm
not
working on it,
crazy.
baby.
You know, nice little
I know
something
y'all are gonna
nice.
come for me, but they're having water too. I just thought they've never really had one of these, and this would be a fun treat. So
Yeah, like this isn't crazy.
they got
Bro, when I watch
Dr.
Joe,
Pepper.
like watch her too, bro. This dude Joe would not stop hating, bro. I'm like, dude, it's not her fault, bro. She's just trying to get some type of meal for her kids, some type of place for roof over their head. Granted, it's not the
But they
cleanest
will
roof, but
also have a cup of water.
it still gives them a good
with
shelter,
ice.
and that she's trying to get food. I don't
So
like
there's
the
their
living
dinner. Have a
environment,
good
but
night.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
That was their first time having a float of any sort, and they liked them. But that's definitely not an all the time thing because they're not super into sweets. So have a good night.
Alex likes to claim that these are isolated
Like this
events,
doesn't even look like
that
a
them
crazy
getting
meal.
pizza or fast food isn't a regular thing,
This
but
is
there are an
Thanksgiving.
unbelievable amount of videos where she does this, and clearly
This house
states
looks
in her
clean.
text that this is for her 3 kids.
Kids don't get pizza very often.
Okay. Okay. So
Look
this
at
look
this
this looks like oven baked pizza to me.
perfect pizza. Perfectly crispy and gooey.
Okay.
Kids don't get pizza very often. We
Okay.
got pizza.
Okay.
One pepperoni. What one did I get?
8-year-old's plate. 6-year-old's plate.
Mom, you didn't give me a pepperoni. You said
And I'm giving her a piece of pepperoni with it because she's complaining to me. And that's what we got for dinner. Love you guys.
kids don't get pizza very often.
Got Mexican food.
Okay, you showed 3 videos of her giving pizza to her kids. That's not crazy. We probably get pizza like once a month because, there's that time where we're like, all right, we don't have nothing to cook. Kids don't want anything in the house. Let's just get some pizza. That's not crazy. I'm not hating on that. Pizza's not unhealthy. It's not healthy, but it's not like everything's unhealthy when it gets to a certain point. Pizza, yeah, it's kind of unhealthy, but it's like that's not crazy. That's not something crazy. And the Mexican food, let's just see.
My son got steak tacos.
Okay, those look gas.
So, 8-year-old's plate because I'm not wasting a plate. Why would I do that?
Yeah,
I also got him a side of rice.
yeah.
And he put salsa on his taco, so I'm going to give him the salsa that came with the chips.
Okay, yeah. This is
We
not
got
crazy.
Chips.
Chips.
side
This
of
is
rice
not.
and
This is not a
beans for
crazy
me.
meal. Joe was saying this is way too much for some
Side
kids.
of rice and beans for someone. Second bag secured.
Okay.
Probably goes with my boyfriend's because.
Oh, she has a
This is
boyfriend.
my boyfriend's. This is mine.
Okay.
Cheese dip. That might actually
Queso.
be my. That's. I think this is my 5-year-old's taco. I think this is my 6-year-old's taco. I'm all over the place today.
And then there is the absolutely vile state of the kitchen stove. Alex seems
Okay.
to
Okay.
have
Let me just break down the Mexican food real quick. That's not crazy either. I hate that she was getting like when Joe was watching this, he was getting so much backlash, bro. He was dead ass like hating on her for getting Mexican food, right? And it's like, bro, you know what a leftover is? Like, bro, my parents would deliberately make sure I had enough food that there would be leftovers for tomorrow. You know, they would make sure I have enough to not only fill me up today, but also have something where I can eat. Might not fill me up, but something to eat for the next day. But it's like, bro, large portions don't really matter. Not like a kid's just gonna be forced to chow it down. I doubt I doubt she was like, eat every plate, every bite on this plate, or you're not going to bed. I doubt it was anything like
Have a
that.
big problem with cleaning, especially when it comes to the dishes or the stove. She'll clean every once in a while, but it's usually after a lot of criticism. Also after the kitchen
Okay.
had just gotten completely filthy,
And
maybe even worse
you
than
can't put this all
Noah's.
on her. You know, she has a boyfriend and he's not doing anything. I mean, come on. At least he could, if he's not working, he could at least, you know, contribute a little bit. Yeah, I would agree.
Writing a
Oven
book
and
is hard.
kitchen do need to be cleaned.
Knowing
Just so
if
you,
it's good
it's
is
not
even
really
harder.
just
Neat
aesthetic.
manuscript
It's for,
analysis.
you know, like it's dirty. You know, it's like that's not that doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
Okay, she's cooking up some chicken. Lava and some chicken. All right, now stop. Yeah. Hey, editing guy, cut that out. You didn't cut that out. All right. This doesn't look crazy. Still doesn't look crazy. This is just chicken, you know, with some seasonings on it. Some butter, another stick. And turning over the chicken. I have no idea what that is. It looks like- This is also good. I like that she's not putting her youngins on camera. I also like that she's not filming her youngins. I still don't like it to this day. I didn't like when I was a kid, but I don't like when parents force their kids to be on camera from a young age. It's just like you don't want them growing up like that. Already exposed to the people on the internet, and you have to read it. Ranch and butter. Okay. And flour. So what is she making, gravy or something? She put ranch dip in it. A lot of butter. And now flour. Milk. So let's get into this. It looks like it's a sauce she's drenching them hoes in. Gets a little spill on the side. Okay. Some
Honestly,
cheese dip.
this isn't even the worst of it. In a recent photo that Alex posted, there were so many dishes in the picture that people have begun to speculate that instead of washing dishes, she has been buying new ones and calling them clean. It's just a theory, but there are an abnormal amount of dishes in that home.
Okay.
And sometimes they look like they're covered in maggots. A hot topic of discussion amongst Donut Mom detractors is the maggot fork, a photo of a fork which many have
Okay,
assumed
that's
to
kind
be
of a
covered
stretch.
in maggots. Once again, something that can't be confirmed, but the state of that kitchen is absolutely horrible.
It is the one thing that I really don't like about her videos is how dirty her house is. Okay, we're putting a bunch of tomatoes, tomato sauces, more tomatoes and tomato sauce, some seasonings, some more seasonings, some more seasonings. Stirring that hoe. Okay. This doesn't look crazy. I don't know what she could possibly be making, but these don't look like lazy meals. Like she's dead ass taking time to clean. This is like my mom, except without all the dirtiness. You know, just putting in a little bit of effort to, you know, make sure we actually have food in our stomachs. Yeah, that does look a little dirty back there and down there. Yeah. She's putting all that the beef and the tomato sauce. Still have no idea what we're making, but shit. That looks good.
That gas
Spaghetti?
stove of hers also really concerns me. It seems like she always cranks it up to the highest setting possible, and sometimes
Okay.
there's a lot of food that's fallen down by the burner. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but whenever I watch her cook around that flame, it makes me nervous. Now, I've
Oh,
talked
like a
so
hot
far
wire.
about
Yeah,
a
I see
lot
that.
of Donut Mom's bad habits, but one thing I haven't talked much about is her past, and I gotta say, it is nothing short of extremely interesting, and was something that I really didn't expect when researching this video.
Hey, can
You may
we
have
talk about it?
noticed in the clips that I've shown you so far, Donut Mom has used quite a few different kitchens, and that's because in the last couple of years, Donut Mom has lived in quite a few situations. You wouldn't be able to tell by her TikToks, but things behind the scenes are extremely complicated, and it all stems from her numerous romantic relationships. Alex
Mm,
has 2 kids with Taylor, who is her first baby daddy and someone that we will discuss more later. It seems
okay.
that a couple years after having their second child, the couple would break things off, and Alex would find herself in a relationship with another man named James, very quickly becoming baby daddy number 2, the father of
Okay.
Alex's youngest child. And this is where things kind of take an unexpected turn. Soon after the birth of their first child together, they would open their relationship, becoming a throuple when a woman named Dana would move in. You can
All
even
right.
see
Now
Dana
it's
in some
taking a
of her
turn.
old TikToks, helping her plate food for the kids.
Mommy. Put that back. Put that back.
Okay,
Where's
now
Bella's plate?
this took a. I was supporting this, but now I'm
Apples.
kind of like the trouble or whatever. This doesn't seem right anymore.
You're getting
This
sliced.
does look like a good meal, bro. This does look good.
Look, you know, I want the pink one. Cup.
I know, baby. Okay, we're out of milk. They're having milk.
Yeah, I could
I'll
tell.
let my girlfriend show you. Here you go, bub.
I want pink.
Here you go, Buck. What are you saying? My girlfriend cut my chicken up for me because she loves me.
Okay.
One card, 2 ways to pay.
Um,
Choose debit or pay
I don't
later.
see.
Sign up
I
with
mean,
Klarna.
yeah, that's kind of
No
weird,
credit impact
especially when you're a
applied.
kid seeing that kind of
I
thing.
lost a lot of weight recently.
A
and none of
throuple,
my
but
clothes fit right
you know,
anymore,
it's like,
but my Stitch
what are
Fix
you gonna do?
stylist,
It's not like she
Stephanie,
can.
nailed
Yeah, she's probably gonna
For
get
a
another
while,
relationship, but
this was
you know, what are
Alex's
you gonna do?
life until her and James broke up. Fun fact, James and Dana, the other woman, are still together, and from what I've heard, they've recently become engaged. Alex would spend a
What's this
brief
gotta do with
time
her?
living with her ex in the home, until eventually moving back in with her first baby daddy, Taylor, eventually rekindling their relationship. Now let's talk about Taylor a little more. Personally, I have not been getting very good vibes, even before I
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is she's not very good at relationships, right? But the thing is, he's like making this sound like she's a terrible person, bro. She's what it sounds like is she's really just trying to get on her feet and just trying to find some way to. I don't know, but I don't really understand what this has got to do with like, you know. I guess it does have something to do with how the kids are living and everything, but you know, it still seems like she's trying to do whatever she can.
heard about some of the grosser stuff that he was getting up to. Taylor has been seen on Alex's lives carrying a firearm around the house for no discernible reason. Alex has also said in the past that the children are afraid of him and that there might be a degree of violence involved. Alex has also accused Taylor of an absolutely disgusting act. When she, James, and Dana were still all together, Taylor would occasionally come over to visit, and during one of these visits, Alex would exit her room to find Taylor standing in front of it, completely nude, shaking hands with the milkman. Here is a clip of Alex herself talking about the event.
Okay, so no,
But it's
that's
like
not true 100%. Taylor did go in front of
okay, get fuck up.
Mike.
This dumbass
She
audio.
willingly took Taylor back after this. Yeah, I gotta say, when I started researching a lady called the Donut Mom, I didn't expect things to get that crazy. To make
Okay,
that
but-
particular situation even worse, the kids were inside of the room when Taylor was doing that disgusting shit. It's divine intervention that Alex was
Okay. Yeah, that's wrong, right? Especially her getting back together with him. But like, what could she have done? On what way could she have known if she opens that door there's gonna be a naked dude? Like that's
the one
I
that found him, and not one of his kids or soon to be stepchild. Overall, it's just a terrible environment. Despite rekindling the
Okay.
relationship, Alex seems to truly hate Taylor. When she moved back in with him, there was a notable increase in slop cooking, and I think part of the reason was because she knew Taylor also had to eat it.
Okay, a big fat scoop of margarine butter, which is fake butter for anyone who doesn't know. This is like, I don't really understand it. Some frozen chicken on some butter. I don't think I'm fucking with this. Her kitchen looks a little cleaner though, I will say so myself. She looks a lot sadder. Sadder. She doesn't look as happy. Yeah, chicken's unseasoned and looks like butt. I ain't gonna lie. Sauce looks pretty good though, I ain't gonna lie. Seasonings. I like she doesn't season the chicken like that, but you know, kind of we're making more Alfredo chicken. She just doesn't look happy as much as the other videos he was showing. Okay, she looks like she's going to her meatloaf recipe, except she had greens this time. I don't remember seeing greens last time. Her house does look a little bit cleaner, I would say. This might be a different house.
Hold on, baby. You're welcome.
I do like she does keep her kids off the camera. Or I don't know if that's her or him. I'm hoping that's him. Or not hoping that's her. Making sure the kids are not on camera. This just looks like meatloaf. This doesn't even look like a terrible meal. Just something quick and easy, I would think.
I don't know if I recorded it, but I had corn.
A lot of butter. But I think this is macaroni and cheese.
But sometimes it also seems like she genuinely dislikes her kids. When they talk to her during videos or live streams, she could not be less interested, usually acting annoyed. Posts like this are proof. There she is, cooking her horrific meal, saying that her kid doesn't deserve it. To be honest, they probably
Okay,
don't,
what?
but not in the way that she means. No person should have to eat food like this. I mean, I'm no nutritionist, but it seems like a lot of food to be giving a kid. They're all varying ages, and all seem to get the same amount of grub, which still feels like too much even for the 7-year-old. There have also been
Okay,
rumors
but
floating around.
see, my mom's thing was when I was a kid. Me and my sister are 6 years apart in age. Bro, when I was a kid, my mom, she'd be like, "All right, come get you something to eat." She'd fix us a plate, but if we wanted more, there was just more we had to go get ourselves. You know, she wouldn't give us a certain amount that we said all right, this is how much you have to eat. This is how much you know. Well, that's wrong. She would give us, eat the plate I fix you, and if you want more, you can get more.
Of
I
one of
mean, and
Alex's
usually it was
children
about
being
the same.
taken to the hospital, potentially being diabetic, which it seems like Alex might be. I'm not even joking when I say I've seen her be in the middle of cooking a meal, give herself an injection, then go right back to cooking. I keep saying it, but I believe it. It's a truly awful environment, not just
Yeah, it
for
is.
Alex's children, but for her
Loki can't
pets.
defend it
Alex
anymore. She
also
is
has a
not
bunch
the
of
greatest
pets,
mom I've ever
one
seen. I know
dog
she's
and a
trying to
couple of
be, but
rabbits. She will just let the
her
rabbits
situation
free
isn't that great.
roam and poop everywhere. I've seen many a video where rabbit poop is just inches away, and it seems like she keeps the same principles of free roaming with her dog, and that has had even
Okay.
worse consequences. One of her more infamous TikToks took place when she was outside with her dog. The dog had no leash on, would run into the road and be hit by a car, thankfully surviving. But Alex has openly stated that she never used a leash before. She didn't see the need. The dog is really small, so it's honestly a miracle.
Liberty Mutual
But
customized my
I
car insurance, so I only
don't
pay for what I
understand
need.
what this
What a
dude's
great
always
day.
dick riding by it. So just
let
literally,
live.
he's literally criticizing the fact that she just was outside with her dog and her dog ran into the street, so that's on her. I don't understand this, bro. It's like, yeah, he's on a leash. He's not on a leash, but like, my dogs aren't on leashes when they're outside. It's like, I don't understand. This dude just literally
Her
finding anything to
bunnies
bitch
free
about.
roam, her dog free roams, and apparently sometimes the kids do too.
I literally, like I said, I will only go 5 minutes up the street and leave my 7-year-old for like 5 minutes if I'm going just to the gas station for milk or something. But I still bring my 2-year-old and I still bring my 5-year-old because he's not quite yet old enough to watch his younger sisters, even though he always asks. He's like, "Can I watch them?"
Maybe it's just me, but if he's not responsible enough to watch anyone else, maybe he's not responsible enough to watch himself. It just circles back.
Yeah, hey, bro, that just pissed me off. Because, bro, she literally just said she takes care. Like, bro, what was she talking about, the 5-year-old or the 7-year-old? Because I personally think that taking care of yourself is easier to take care of someone else and yourself. Because you don't gotta worry about what they want, you just worry about what you want. This is just finding anything to bitch about, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's just a kid. She's just leaving her kids at home where she can just probably walking distance. Bro,
Back to Donut
now
Mom
my mom
being
didn't do this because we had
carefree,
a house
especially
with a
when it
bunch of
comes to the
utilities,
kids. The way that she
really easy
treats them
fire
is
stuff.
very
But it's
unusual
like,
for someone trying to build a
it's just a
brand
kid,
off
bro.
of
He's just gonna
family
sit there and play on
content.
his
And this
phone.
is most of
Whereas
what she puts
I had
out,
an iPad.
cooking videos,
Playing on his
along with
iPod for
promoting
like
things
iPad for
from
like
her
10 minutes
TikTok
while she's
shop.
gone.
Recently, one has caught the eye of many people watching her, an exercise device unlike anything I've ever seen.
This is not crazy. I've seen a lot of people with these. This is not crazy. She's trying to get skinny. I don't understand what his problem is with this. This dude pissing me off.
Between this and the horrendous meals, it's no wonder that she went viral on TikTok.
All right, bro. I need to read the comments, bro, because that's not crazy at all. That's not crazy, bro. She's literally just trying to work out. Her saying fresh fruit and bringing out fruit cocktails tells me something. Her lead, her lead paint stare into the camera, an open trap mouth. Her living in slop and feeding her family slop, but her nails being done. Nails don't look done in that. She looks like she's trying to process what she's doing tenfold in her mind. I never thought I would tell a white lady to chill out on the spices. Sloth like being already know those kids are going to struggle with their weight their entire lives. The kids look pretty skinny. Bro, who the fuck bangs these people? The saying all children deserve parents, but not all parents deserve children comes to mind. I'm all for seasoning food, but watch the woman dump several bottles of high sodium. Imagine thinking plastic cups full of lowest quality fruit. This woman like she's permanent underwater. Alright, guys, bro. The hate she's getting is just, there's some reason like the dirty houses and everything, but she's trying, dog. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and to the channel. And as y'all know, gotta end it out like this. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Always remember and always think to yourself, if you're at your lowest point, you're at your hard point, you think you're stuck here, you think you need to change your route, you think you need to turn around and go through a different tunnel. There's always gonna be tunnels and obstacles in every single tunnel you go through. But I promise you this, there's light at the end of the tunnel, but only the willing will get there. Remember this. Obstacles, walls, things you have to break down, get through and dodge. You will make it though if you just keep going one step in front of the next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, my brothers and sisters.